Might have wanted to tell people it's going live here real quick. All right. Hello. Hey. Hey. I just sent out some messages. Uh, I'm crooked over there. Why, thank you. I'm just me. YouTube notified you? Nice. That's new. Nice. YouTube actually is doing its job. Appreciate it. Nice. So let's see, what is there? I haven't been live as much this week because there's been weather. There's been lightning and storms, and sometimes I, sometimes we didn't have internet, and sometimes I was worried we weren't going to have internet. So didn't go live as much as I was planning on. Um, I had stuff to go live about, and I forgot what it was. Good job, me. You had a horrible lightning storm an hour ago. Yeah, I have a friend who lives pretty close by you. Actually, Nancy lives pretty close by you. She should be here any minute. You need some rain. It's been hot. We need less rain. More rain we have, the longer the grass grows, and I'm over it. I got our guy coming to do the front yard on Friday. The front yard is, I hate doing the front yard. It's got a big, huge hill, and I don't like him having to do it if we don't have to. So the guy gives me a good deal. So I have him and do the front yard, and then he does the backyard. Backyard doesn't take very long. It usually takes like 20 to 30 minutes. I weed whack a little part of it that the mower doesn't get to. Last time he managed to mow it pretty damn good. I didn't have to weed whack that much. He also mowed over stuff I already weed whacked, which made me sad. But um, next time I'm gonna let him mow there and see where we're at, and then I'm gonna weed whack. So, but yeah. Yeah, she goes down to Foley sometimes, and she's always talking about Foley, and I'm like, oh, I know that place. It sounds familiar. So, yeah, I'm probably not gonna be live real long. My phone is only on like 60%, and I had stuff to go live about, and I forgot what it was. So, and TikTok's doing its thing where there's two people. I don't know what it is. I just cannot get pushed out no matter what it is.
It notified me.
Well, I'm glad. I guess all 43,000 people decided to ignore it. Tammy says, hey.
Hey.
Well, think about it. It's fucking ridiculous. I know the count isn't accurate either because there's more than one person in there, but it's saying there's one. So, just so you know, I have not started your letter because I'm going to go to the library and type it up, which I plan on doing in the next few days because my hand cannot handle it. So, I'm going to go and I'm going to type it up. What is that face? What does that face mean? You're still getting it sent. There she is. You're still getting it sent. I'm still sending it to your house. My hand cannot handle the writing. Hey, Jessica. Did I send you a Facebook thing? I could have swore I did. Hey, you'll be able to read it better. My chicken scratch is hard to read. Okay, I did. Cool. Perfect. Yes, I'm also over there. I'm on both. If I'm in this room, I'm on both. If I'm in my room, I'm only on TikTok. So every now and then I'll just be on YouTube in my room, but not super often. Not all of us have super nice handwriting and can keep writing and whatever. Some of us type really, really fast and can just do it that way. So and say I had a hand injury. You're stressed over the trial today? I heard a bunch of crazy stuff happened. I heard that what was it? They excused jurors like out of nowhere. They're like, okay, something came up, we gotta go by. And then there was, which I'm still not understanding. They asked the mother-in-law if she knew that murder was a sin, and everybody lost their minds over that, which I don't quite understand. Yeah, we still have the fish tanks. Yeah, we still have fish tanks. And there's more out in the living room. Which I don't quite understand. And then I guess she was rude when there was a doctor on Zoom. I'm reading all of these through comments, and I'm not actually getting to see the trial because I'm sleeping. My birds are all sleeping. They're all in the dining room and in my bedroom. Hey, Christy. I have 2 cages in my bedroom and 5 cages in the dining room kitchen. Hey, Vintara. You two are the ones I'm always saying live by each other. Nancy, whenever I say, oh, yeah, I know where Foley is, that's why. Italia TikTok has been too much drama. What's Italia TikTok? What is that? I don't know what that is. Jessica, I probably won't be here very long either. So just so you know. Thank you, Christy. No. I don't see the trial. I sleep during the trial. I have to get up and watch all the clips. So I don't get to see the trial. Hey, Tiff. I get on here and I see all the clips. I seen the clips of them throwing the jury out, saying that something big happened, and don't think about what it is. Yeah, okay, that's gonna go over well, and whatnot. Yeah, people were saying today was nuts. I don't want to hear her having phone sex with some Italian guy. The hell? I'm good. She's like, it's so funny. I'm going to send it to you. No, you're not. I don't want to hear it. He sounded like Borat. That's wonderful. I'm good. Trust me, I'm good. I don't need to hear it. I'm good. That'd be a little much. Come on, dismiss. There we go. Neither one, Audra. I have about the same amount of people on both sides. So whichever one you want to go to. No, I don't talk to Fancy anymore. You went in her live today? Who's live? Fancy's? I don't even know where she's at. She followed me on some account, but I don't pay attention. Oh, yeah, I don't fuck with her. So let's see what else is there. So there was this. I don't know if you guys seen my newest video on Ryan Lee TM, but there was a whole nother case with a Patrick and a Lindsay. Wild, a bad time to be married and be a Patrick and a Lindsay. He killed her, and he got picked up for it though. There was no did he, didn't he? They actually picked him up and charged him. But it was very similar, in my opinion. It was very similar because he tried to say that she committed it herself, which was impossible because there was blood in the bedroom, even though they found him in the bathroom. And then there was a girlfriend that called for a welfare check. And it was like very similar. Yeah, it's Patrick and Lindsay Barrett out of Denver. Yeah. I saw that in a post and I was like, Jesus Christ. I don't know. It'd be a bad time to be named that. I can tell you that. Hear one more with it and be like, go get divorced. It just happened this week. It just happened a couple days ago. Yeah, Chris Watts is engaged, and she made some comment like basically just saying like, we all make mistakes type deal. And it's like, no, honey, that's not no. That's not how that works. They showed a picture of her and she was walking and they said that, they had quoted her and she was just like something, whatever it was, she just completely blew off the situation. And I'm like, you couldn't pay me to marry a guy who's in prison for killing his wife and kids. Like, do you want to be next? Like, I don't know. Like, that's a lot. Oh, I know. Anybody who marries a murderer needs help. Do not understand the concept of that. Now, there's difference if it was self-defense or things like that, but no, like you kill your wife and kids, that's a completely different ballgame. Or your mother, or uh-oh, swipe left to close. Swipe left. There we go. Shoot. I almost screwed up my thing. She looks as shady as he is. Nice. Who's up behind me? Pepper. Sydney. Where's Sydney? I don't know. She was just here a second ago. I'm shocked. She was here a second ago. I have had a song stuck in my head for like 3 straight days. I can't get it out. It's so frustrating. And it's like 3 different parts of a song too. So like it'll be a different part and then it jumps to a different part and then it jumps to a different part. And it's like, please get out of my head. I really like you, but please get out of my head. Sissy Noodles is down here. I think is that Riley or Sydney next to you? On your left. Sydney, it's Sydney. Where's Riley then? Yeah, Sydney's laying next to my husband. She's been doing good. She's not been being too horrible, luckily. Usually she's something else, but she's actually doing pretty decent. 9. Still have 9. Too many. Yeah, too many. Man, he held Kira while I cut her nails. Her nails are so thick. It took me both hands with a big dog nail cutter to squish her freaking nails off. And, they're like this long when I cut them off and they go flying. The dogs are eating them. I'm like, what are you doing? It took both. Oh my god, her nails are so thick. They're just so thick, and took both hands to squeeze it to get them to go. Fennec has been being all right. He was good last night. He's doing pretty good today. He thought about not coming in earlier, but then he realized he was going to get in trouble if he didn't. You're watching a guy in Cali running from the cops on a dirt bike on the freeway. That's not exactly the smartest thing. Who? What are you doing? No, go away. Sissy, why do you do this? She likes to bang up against the door over here. Come here. Yeah! It's the Sissy. It's the noodle queen. She has arrived. Dun, 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 dun. She's like, oh my god, leave me alone, woman. Sissy nudes. She my old lady. And put my hands out like this so she can't put me on the ground and freak me out. All right, you want down? The OG Sissy nudes. You ready? I'm gonna put you down. Nikki, get a job. You're sweaty. You're sweaty. I wanted to make sure it was sweat, not God knows what else. You're sweaty. Everybody wants to see Sissy, so she had to make her a little way. What are you doing? Come here. Come here. Come here. Hey, turn around. Turn around. Come here. Come here. You are not very. None of the dogs I have are smart. Come here. Oh, there we go. It's one of my big ones. This one was just like Sydney when she was younger. I wanted to get rid of her so many times. She was horrible as a puppy until she was about 4. She was. Can you stop breathing on me? She was absolutely horrible until she was like 4. But as you can see now by her gray muzzle, she's an old lady. She's only about 8 or 9. 8, I think. Okay. Ow, ow, ow. Nails. Nikki. Yeah, I saw the pigs and the goats. She is pretty. She's got a gray muzzle now. Finnick, where are you at?
Doing Nicky Nicks?
Yeah.
No idea. I wasn't calling you over here.
You totally said my name. Everybody's in here right now. Kara just left. Yeah. The shirt is too big. I'm not holding Sydney for you. No, thank you.
Sydney gave me a scar across the back of my
Yeah,
head.
Sydney gives scars. I'm good. Hoist Sydney up and bring her over here. That ain't gonna go well.
Come here.
It's not going well. Oh, wait. He's got her. Sydney. She's the bad dog. She's my bad dog. Yes, this one actually fought with one of my dogs, and I had to get emergency stitches done on her. Oh, what? Something fell. Yeah, that's my bad Sydney. Her and Pepper got into it, and I had to go get stitches for Pepper. Pepper don't know how to leave well enough alone, though, as well. I mean, Pepper right now is getting in her face. So, Pepper, knock it off. Bronx is right here. Right, Bronxy? So I'm not coming over there. I'm not getting picked up. I'm going to get in bed with Butters.
Bronx.
Oh, hold on.
Bronxy.
Let's see if he'll do it.
Bronxy.
You're not sitting in your chair, Dad.
Bronxy dinosaur. Bronxy dinosaur. Oh, Bronxy.
You're not sitting in your chair. I can't do it if you're not in your chair.
Bronxy Bronx. Bronxy Bronx. Oh, you ain't gonna fucking do it, are you?
No, you're not in your chair. I don't know what to do. Normally he howls like a dinosaur. Have a good night. Don't forget to feed your fish. Turn off the things in the living room. Yeah, he's down here. She is more, she's more than misunderstood. She's bad. She's a bad dog. She don't listen. She's dumb as hell. She's a freaking hellion. Finnick. Finnick with the funkies. Hey, what are you doing? Finnick. So, yeah. I have heartburn. I had barbecue macaroni and cheese and pork chops for dinner, and apparently it gave me some heartburn, so that's fun. It's not too bad. I also drank too much water, so I kind of feel like a water balloon. Finnick, what are you doing? Hey, here. Yeah, you big giant freaking dog. My biggest little. You're so heavy. He is so heavy. He's built like a brick shit house. What are you doing? He's like, no, they're doing stuff without me. Thud. Ah! Now there's a guy on an e-bike with the guy on the dirt bike. Well, I don't think I'd want to get involved in that. If there was a police chase, just kind of join it. Not exactly the smartest thing somebody could do. He outran the cops, but not the chopper. Nice. I could just see there's a police chase, and I'm just like, all of a sudden, I'm going to join the police chase. I'm going to go along with it. No, I'm good. Not exactly the smartest thing that somebody could do. Well, I'm sure it's good TV. That's fine. It can be good TV, but it's not very intelligent. I'm sure it's great to watch, but I don't think it'd be great to be a part of. You're up a little late, Tammy. I mean, not super late, but you're up a little late. Aren't you usually in bed by now? Or close to now? Finnick, what are you doing? I'm going to slap you. Finnick. Oh, shoot. It's not even Finnick making that noise. Which one's making the noise? Maybe it is. I don't know. Oh, they left? They're like, we're going to join. No, we're not. Peace out. Smart. Normally no later than 10-ish, but since surgery, I can't rest that well. Understood. I am watching Bobby Flay's Holiday Throwdown. It's the last episode of this season. It's going to have all the good people on it. So I stopped it before last night. Back to school for the kids next week. Gotcha. California Man. Kind of like Florida Man, but a little different. Yeah, there's going to be all the good people on tonight. So I'm going to watch that. And then I'm going to go back and watch the other holiday one real quick. And then go back. I think I'm on season 35. I'm going backwards. I started on season 42 and now I'm on season 35. Don't ask me why I'm going backwards. I have no idea. I should probably start from 1 and just kind of let it go, which would make a lot more sense. But, when have I ever had sense? So there's that. First grade, 4th grade, 7th grade, and 10th grade. Oh, my God. No, thank you. No, thank you. Getting one kid ready for school was enough for me. Trying to drag her ass out of bed every day. And then she ended up being homeschooled for like a significant portion. She only went to school for a very, very, very short amount of time. She went in 8th, I think a little bit of 9th, and like 2 weeks or some shit in 10th. She ended up homeschooled for like 90% of her high school years. Well, I'm sorry, Nancy. I'm sorry. See, the thing is, I read up on it, and people who have memberships don't get as many. See how that works? If you get memberships, you don't get as many commercials. But you guys don't love me, so it's okay. I refuse to homeschool my 15-year-old. Is trying to. Yeah, well, I didn't really have a choice. They basically said she wasn't allowed in school anymore. She was too much to handle, and so basically, I had no choice. I don't know. You're blue, so I can't tell because you're a mod on here, and blue outbreaks green, so I don't know. So it could still be there. Oh no, you guys are blue, so I don't know if your green shows up or not. I could unmod you and find out. Hold on. Ah! What did I just do? Let's see. Hold on. I don't know how to do it. Oh, so okay, so Tia's not. She already knows she's not. Okay. No, the blue outweighs the green, so I don't. Whenever anybody's blue, I have no idea. But yeah, I just read that today that apparently when it gives out commercials, it gives out to people that aren't in memberships first, essentially. Which I'm like, well, that's kind of evil. That's going to make them not want to subscribe. Yeah, she was too much, entirely too much. So, but then I was too easy on her, and she basically got to skate through school, and didn't do it. The senior year. She didn't do any. She did 3 assignments, and I did one of them because I felt bad because I told her I'd help her, and it came to pass, and so I ended up helping her with it, basically doing it. And she did 2 other assignments all senior year, 3 assignments total. How'd she pass? Her teacher helper study guy basically did all of her homework for her because he felt bad for her because of Marshall. So yeah, that was not the best thing. But yeah, so I got a bill for his doctor. Now we got a bill for his doctor, and I called and I was like, I'm gonna pay it off. So they're like, okay, here's the amount to pay it off. I'm like, all right, cool. So I pay it off. We go to the doctor like X amount of days later, and we owe like some other significant portion. And I'm like, what do you mean I owe this amount of money? That doesn't make any sense. So I call, and they're like, well, you have $23 in bad debt. Apparently you can have bad debt. I'm like, all right, well, let me pay the $23 in bad debt. And they're like, and then you owe this from the last couple visits. And I'm like, well, what the hell was the $200 I gave you for? And they're like, oh, that was for something else. And I'm like, something else. So today I called because the statement came and I owed like 105 more on top of the amount that they had told me that I owed on top of the amount. And I called him and I was like, there's no way we owe $190 because he only goes to the doctor 4 times a year. And it's like $20 to $30 in copays when we go. I was like, there is literally no way at this point. I said, I've paid 200, I've paid 25, and now you're telling me that I owe almost 200 again. I said, there's literally no way. It's impossible. So she looks, and they tried to charge us for labs that we paid for there. They tried to charge us $104 for the labs, but the labs cost me $2.50 because we were cash paying them instead of insurance doing them. So, by the way, whenever you have labs, find out what the cash price is before you send it through your insurance. Because we found out like they were going to charge us $900 for these 1 labs, and they cost us $22 to pay in cash, and that was with his insurance. So they were charging us $105 for labs. So at that point, we only owed under $100. So I freaking paid it off. So now he's paid off, except for his very last visit hasn't went through insurance yet. Health insurance is a scam. You pay for it and then you can't even use it. And you pay for it and you have to copay to use it, and it's like, what is even going on? Yeah, I asked for whenever my copays are stupid with my Medicare, so I always ask for cash price. They're like for perfect instance, when I was on Adderall, the my insurance wanted me to pay $140 a month, and cash price was 35 to 40. I bought it almost four times over for cash price. I could buy 3 or 4 months worth for the price that they wanted me to pay through my insurance. So I learned real quick that if something is even remotely a little bit too high, to ask how much it is for cash price. Jesus, Tammy. Yeah. So I mean, but that's how all insurances are: health insurance, car insurance, house insurance. If it's got insurance in it, you pay monthly for it. Then you pay copays, and then you pay deductibles, and like how many times do you have to pay over something just to get something out of it? You know, you wreck a car or something, you pay your monthly fee, and then you got to pay your copay, then you got to pay your deductible, and then you might be able to get something out of it to do it for a car or whatever. Nikki, Nikki, quit. Nikki, quit. No, don't come here. Just quit. I'm gonna smack you with my shoe. Quit breathing on me. God, you just breathe on people. Go. I just wanted you to stop snorfing your leg. Scoot. Scoot. Yeah, and deductibles are ridiculous. You know, you're always looking at a $500 or $1,000 deductible, and it's like, if I had all that, come on, go, go. Luckily, I've never run into like, I've seen more and more people running into the whole, if it's a surgery, you got to have X amount down first. Now, I haven't had a surgery since 2019. So I'm sure things have changed since then, but I've seen quite a few people that are like, "Oh, I need a surgery, but I have to have X amount down first," like you did, Tammy. I just read somebody else doing that literally yesterday or the day before. Yeah, when Nancy's son had to have his foot done, they wanted $8,400 down. Down. That's besides the co-pays and yada yada yada. They wanted $8,400 down. Didn't you end up getting it down to like 5,500 that they actually eventually made you pay? Was the 5,500, I think. Like they started at 84, and then something boggy happened, and then you ended up being at 55, I think. Oh, you got it down to 36. Can you imagine? I don't know, like I don't have $3,600 to just throw on something. God forbid 800 and 8,400. Like even if you have savings, can you really risk getting rid of a third of your savings, half of your savings, 75% of your savings on one thing? I mean, you have savings in case something like that happens, but when you got to use all of it, like holy shit, $700 for a baby tooth that hadn't come in. What, to go in and yank it, to go in and get it and yank it out? I have teeth that never came in. I still have my canines never came in. My pointy teeth. Uh, I think I got them on the bottom, but I don't have them on the top. Never came in. Gotcha. I guess, but when they do X-rays, they're not there. Like they just never showed up. They never were made. They never nothing. They just never formed in my face. I guess I've just never had them, and they never showed up. What are you doing? Bronxy. Come here, Bronxy. Bronxy. Bronxy, come here. Bronxy dinosaur. Bronxy. 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 Riley, stop. Bronxy. See, I'm not coming here. It's not happening. Riley, go. Nobody is literally talking to you. I love when you call one dog and like 3 other ones come because they suddenly think that's their name. It cost me $20 at a regular dentist to yank her baby teeth out because she was 12 with a cavity. Hey, it was only $20 at least. At least you got that going for you. Yeah, when you don't have a kid in school and you still got to pay school taxes, that's something. That's one thing that a lot of people don't understand is if you don't have kids, why do you have to pay a school tax? People with kids in school be like, well, because you're helping the next generation, and it's like, great. I didn't have any. I still have no idea why I'm paying for that. Don't quite understand. And then, okay, so they charge people like me who don't have kids for school taxes, and then they still have where kids don't have free lunch, and they have where kids don't have the supplies they need. They make the teachers buy all the supplies out of their own money, or the parents donate them. But meanwhile, we're doing, school taxes, and we don't even have kids. Sorry, Nancy. It just picks somebody and it goes after them. I'm sorry. See, there's only like 4 people in here. It's got to pick somebody, and you were the sacrificial lamb, I guess. Hey, Sam. Yeah, when I got off the video call the other day, I was getting ready. I sat down, I had my thing, I was getting ready to join it again, and it just has ended. And I was like, but I was getting ready to come back. And you guys were gone. And I was like, all right, fine, be that way. See, she's a member and she don't get any. Or she does, she doesn't get very many. Another way to skip it is if you have YouTube Premium or whatever, where you skip ads. That's another way to get it, is for people to get YouTube Premium, which we get kickbacks from that. So that's weird. But hey, Crystal, you can pay to not have ads too. You sent 400 comments to my live. Not today, you didn't. Did it just pop up and say I sent 400 comments to your live? Just pops up. Gotcha. Tired. It told you to send that. Send that you've had 400 comments. Make another comment with the fact that you've had comments. Now you've had 401. I've only ever been in one live that I sent a lot of comments in. There was a person I would go watch their live like all the time, and I would comment like crazy in the live. They are a musician, and I used to hang out in there for like hours at a time listening to the music. But I don't go on live that much anymore, so I haven't really went in there or nothing. It does seem like it would have been more, but at the same time, you're pretty quiet. So I would love to see what somebody who talks a lot would be like. Geez. My nose itches. I made dinner tonight. Yay me. I didn't eat out tonight. Woo. I made barbecue macaroni and cheese and pork chops. He'd been wanting it, so I made it. And then tomorrow, I think I got to make stroganoff because my hamburger's last day was today, and usually I have 2 days after the last day. So tomorrow I can make stroganoff. You're an old lady, that's why you can't hang like we used to. You're making you're the macaroni and cheese that we talked about. Yeah, I'm gonna make stroganoff tomorrow. Nice. Everybody I know, I've eaten it since I was a kid, and every kid that would like come over to my house to like for like play dates and stuff, that would hang out for like sleepovers. My mom would make it like all the time, and like I don't know how many people came over and ate this at my mom's house, but like I don't think I've ever met somebody who didn't like it, like ever. Chicken Alfredo with broccoli. I like chicken Alfredo with broccoli. But it's got to have chicken and broccoli in it. It can't just be Alfredo, and it can't just be chicken Alfredo, and it can't just be broccoli Alfredo. It's got to be chicken broccoli Alfredo. Very, very a certain thing. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Audra. That's what I'm talking about. I think Finnick is out there starting shit. You've never had stroganoff? There's a bunch of different ways to make stroganoff. My mom, it's I think what I make is technically Swedish noodles. I'm not exactly sure, but Swedish meatballs. But I don't make the meatballs. My mom used to make it with meatballs. I don't make it with meatballs. Meatballs are entirely too time consuming. Your house is finally settling in because I just took a hottest shower I've had in a long time. Nice. We have about 5 minutes to take a shower in my house. Well, maybe 10. I put it on scalding though, so I have like maybe 10 minutes, and then it acts like it doesn't know what a shower is. He can shower longer. He doesn't scald himself like I do. I turn it on pretty freaking hot. For our, it looks gross. Well, for what I do for stroganoff is I use they're called no yolk noodles, and they're just wavy noodles. I get the broad ones, and then literally all it is for mine is a lot of cream of mushroom soup, 2 big cans of cream of mushroom soup, and hamburger, and dried minced onion. That's it. Super easy. Yeah, mine's like turned all the way on, and then the cold is turned a little bit, like hot, cold. But I will tell you, if I turn that cold down even a hair, it gets too hot. It's wild. Yeah, there's tons of different ways to make stroganoff, so I'm sure there's some that are probably pretty gross. I know that it comes in. I've had the stroganoff for Hamburger Helper. It's not bad. They have like regular stroganoff and like potato stroganoff, or at least they did. I don't know if they do now. It's not bad. It's not mine, but it's not bad. Mine is very. I used a lot of minced onions, so like it just tastes different than other people's, I guess. I don't want water either. Right now, I would love an ocean water dirty from Sonic, but that would be a lot of calories. And that would just be bad. I'm sure I probably already ate my calories today in my dinner because I had macaroni and cheese and pork chops. Pork chops are protein, that's good. But I had quite a bit of macaroni and cheese with it, so I don't think I actually hit my calorie intake, but I'm probably pretty up there. I I know how to make them at home for cheap. I just don't make them at home anymore because I would have to drink a bunch of them. Yeah, I overdid the pasta tonight too. Literally, to make the dead on the exact same ones, it's just Sprite, like one can of Sprite, 2 packs of ocean water flavored packets that you get at like Dollar General, 2 of those, coconut cream, creamer and a squeeze of lime juice that you can get the little limes. Just do a little squeeze of that. It's the exact same, like the exact same, and it's a lot cheaper to do it that way. It comes out to like $2 a drink instead of $6 a drink. And when I was drinking a lot of them, I would do that. But like the creamer makes it, the calories go insane because you can do Sprite Zero with it. You can do Sprite Zero and the lime juice, and that's going to be nothing. But the creamer has a lot of calories in it. But you got to get the coconut creamer because the dirty part of it is coconut cream and lime. Finnick! Not Kira. What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? Where's Finnick? Not you, Sydney. I didn't call you neither. Why do you all think your name is Finnick? Finnick, I think I see your little boots. What are you doing? Don't growl. Kira is so cranky lately. They have no sugar added coconut cream. I have not found that yet. What's the one? What's the creamer that everybody gets? What's the name brand of the creamer that everybody gets? I can't think of it to save my life. Rotisserie chicken sounds good. Coffee Mate. Thank you. Yeah, if you get the coconut Coffee Mate, it's the exact same cream, and then you just put the little bit of lime in. So if you buy like a case of Sprite and one thing of creamer and like 2 of the dollar boxes of the Dollar General drinks and one little thing of lime, you can make like 10, you can make 12 drinks for the price of like 2. Kira, knock it off. Sydney, get out of her face. Have dogs, they said. It'll be fun, they said. No. Kira has been growling at everybody lately. But then again, everybody kind of gets in her face. So it's like, do you yell at the one growling or do you yell at the one causing the growling? Do I have any good recipes near my husband used to cook with the videos? No. We used to do the food lives, but they just got to be too expensive. Like there was different ones we were doing that were like $70 a video. And we just couldn't keep up with it no more. Well, yeah, I have 9 dogs, so of course they're gonna get on my nerves. Sam's like, thank you for following me. I meant thank you for following in general. Autocorrect throws me in there, makes it all awkward and weird. We used to do these cooking lives, and we did all sorts of stuff, and we had to quit one day because I mean they were running $70 a live for a meal that you'd get 1 or 2 meals out of. Got to be too expensive. I don't know. And not only that, but now my kitchen's just a complete nightmare. Just a disaster zone. You get some kind of prize for passing 10 commercials. Jesus Christ. You know, and it says when you do them that there's a high volume, but that it's supposed to it's not supposed to do it during high engagement time, which there's never high engagement time because I never have a lot of people in here. And it puts members ahead of everybody, but then it kind of distributes them. And I've never seen it distribute. It just attacks one person. Like every live, it attacks one person. That's how it's always been. Yeah, we just don't have time anymore either, though, because he's only home on Sundays, and Sundays we got to mow the lawn, we got to do the floors, we got to get his laundry done. Like Sundays, we don't have a whole lot, and then God forbid we actually have some time to I don't know, go out and do something. Like sometimes we'll go bowling, or like last week we went to the water park, which I didn't get a whole lot of color. Made me sad. He did. His whole head is freaking sunburned because he wouldn't put no sunscreen on. I bought 30 thinking that I would at least get a little bit of color. I didn't. I wanted some type of color, but I need to go tan again, apparently. It's the only way I get tan is to go tanning at Planet Fitness. Going out in the actual sun doesn't work, apparently. So go for the artificial stuff. Yeah, you like self tanner. There's like there I have there's some the lotion you put on before you tan. It's got like DHA in it. So like not only does it help you tan in the thing, but it also continues to help you tan. Huh. I mean, there's self tanner, which doesn't involve anything. It's just self tanner. You put it on, whatever. And then I have like, it's like suntan lotion, but you put it on to go tan. And then it's like a really dark lotion. And then it still puts color on you. So just a lotion. Okay. Yeah, he still takes his hair pills, and I still ain't seeing a whole lot of. Stop it, Sydney. Go. Sydney keeps getting in her face. Yeah, he's taking the hair pills, and I'm not seeing a whole lot of anything. He swears it's working, but I'm not convinced. And for $200, it's like this is getting to be a little pricey. It's like 200. It's like $175 for 5 months, $35 a month, and it's like we'll be going into month 6 here shortly. He's finishing up his 5 month bottle, so he'll be going into the 6 months. And it's like, do I see a little bit? Yeah. Do I see enough to pay $35 a month? No. But like this is his only shot, so we're trying to do it as best we can. And then I gotta order my compound pretty soon. I still got enough, probably I'd say for at least 2 or 3 weeks still. I was gonna order 3 months at a time, but it's like $660. So I'm just gonna buy 1 month while I save up for the 3 month one. The other option I have is to do a 1 month one, which will actually do 2 months twice. And then technically I could start getting my Manjaro actual pens at the beginning of the year if I do my deductible. There's that deductible again. They end up only being $11 a month, but I have to do the deductible, which is pretty pricey. It's not as pricey as some people's. Mine was like 600 and something this year, and I didn't meet it yet. But if I had met it, I could have got Manjaro's for $11 a month. But I like being on the compounded, just because that way I can kind of dose myself if I'm not like I still have to take my shot today. I completely forgot. Oh, it has bronzer in it. Okay. Yeah, I still have to take my shot today. This is the latest I've ever took it. Whoops. I still feel like not hungry, so I didn't really think about it. But yeah, I'm gonna have to take it tonight. Oh, I bought my advance ticket for Insidious. It comes out Thursday night, and so I got the first showing on Friday because I don't go to nighttime movies. They cost more, and he's home, and I don't want to, I don't want to go to a movie when that's the only time we have to spend with each other is when he's home at night after work. So I went and got the advance ticket for Friday. As it stands right now, I'm the only person in the theater. I look a mess, probably, yeah. You're not gonna hurt my feelings. I do look a mess. My shirt is too big and my hair is a mess. Absolutely, 1,000%. I agree with you. Doesn't make you any less of a dick, but I agree with you. Your deductible's 2,000. Oh my god. For mine, this is just for my prescription though. For my prescription, it's like 600 and something, 645, something like that. I'm not sure. Well, they weren't exactly lying. Look, I do look at this. Oh, so I went down. I've been stuck at the same weight for like I've been going up and down the same 2 pounds for about 2 weeks, just up and down, up and down, up and down. So the other day I get on the scale and I dropped like 2.2 pounds, like out of nowhere from one day to the next. I dropped 2.2 pounds. I'm like, well, here we go. We're gonna do the up and down, up and down, up and down again. So the next day I went up 1 pound. So far I've went up the one. I was still at the one today, but that's what happens is I go down and then I'll go up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up. It's so frustrating. Why just keep going down. We don't need to do the up, down, up, downs. Yeah, they were messy. Hi, Allie. How are you? Nobody wants to see up, down on a scale. You just want to see down all the time, just down. Well, I am glad you are okay. No, when I get off of here, it's probably Bobby Flay time, I would say. I'm so used to weighing myself every day from back when I was a teenager and I didn't eat. I used to weigh myself like multiple times a day. So it's just something that's stuck with me from the time I was like 12. Like it's super normal for me to weigh myself a couple times a day. Like sometimes I'll weigh, like every now and then I won't weigh because like I'll go out and eat something that day before I get to weigh. But usually I weigh once. Sometimes I'll weigh 2 or 3 times. It's just, I don't even think about it. I just do it. You weigh every 1 or 2 weeks. Yeah, that would never happen. I weigh him to keep track of his shot, and I have to basically like force him onto the scale every week or two. But no, I do it like every day, 2 or 3 times a day. It's something I did for so long that like it just makes sense to do it for me. I'd have to think of some meals. Audra, I don't cook a whole lot. Yeah, I take fiber gummies. Yeah, it didn't make me drop 10 pounds. No. I take the fiber gummies. I also take magnesium citrate gummies, which are kind of the same thing, but not quite. I take both of them, and they didn't make me lose no 10 pounds. The funny thing about the shot for me is I was not really an overeater to begin with. I snack a lot at night, and I do catch myself when I'm less shoddy that I want to snack more. But my problem isn't that I eat very much. So like my I'm going down slower than other people because my deficit isn't as big as some other people's are. You have an ovarian cyst just hanging out. Okay. See, Tia, I'm the exact opposite. I had one in high school and that just stuck with me. And I've just weighed myself, 3 times a day ever since. I was the smallest kid in school. And I had to stay that way because that's how I think. So I weighed myself literally every day, a couple times a day. I couldn't make myself. I don't remember a time where I haven't weighed myself like religiously. Even when I'm at my biggest, I still, hope and pray and get on there that it's not, but I am still. So I don't have any ovarian cysts because I don't have any ovaries. Can't have cysts if you don't have ovaries. Yeah. I mean, good for you. I'm glad that you can just like not do it. It's not something great to do all the time for damn sure. So it's good that you were able to quit. I have 2 scales in my bathroom. My one scale I thought was going bad, and that's the one I started my weight loss journey on. So I have that one, and then I bought the new one, which was supposed to take care of the old one. Plus, it's a smart scale, so it tells you how much muscle mass you have, and your BMI, and your visceral fat, and your water intake, and your protein. It tells you all that shit is a smart scale. So I have my old scale and I have my smart scale. And you ask, well, why do you still have the other one if you have the other one? Because the new scale weighs about 1.5 pounds higher than my old scale. And I feel like if I jump to that one, I'm going to be going backwards for like the next month. Do I have to take the shot exactly? What do you mean? I was lucky. I didn't get ovarian cysts. Like, I had PCOS, but I didn't get like ovarian cysts, like the big scary ones. But I can't get them now because I don't have ovaries. It looks like a dog bomb blew up in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, they're all in here. Every dog is in here but Kira. Oh, no, Kira's right there. Every dog is in here. All 9 of them. They're all sleeping except for Pepper and Bronx. Oh, Sissy's licking her foot. My bad. No, I've heard that cysts are like really, really painful. And luckily, I never had those big, scary ones that like blow up or anything like that. I was always fairly lucky in that aspect. I'd have cramps, but I wouldn't have like mind numbing ones usually. It's just as I got older, they started going all over the place and not working and not functioning. So it was just easier to take everything out. I was given the option to take it out, and I was like, take it all out, take everything out. They're like, oh, we're going to take your uterus out. I'm like, no, you're going to take it all out. I was like, you're going to take the uterus, you're going to take the ovaries, you're going to take the tubes, you're going to take the cervix, you're going to take all of it. If you're going in there, you better go in there and you better get all of it out. And then I added my gallbladder on. So I got my gallbladder out too. So I walked in and I walked out with 5 less organs. Why are you a little nervous? I don't know how to help you control your craving of sweets. The only thing I can say that would remotely help, but like it doesn't work for everybody, is whatever it is that you normally get, try to get sugar free. That way it's at least less calories and whatnot. So if like that, or you can try like Dum Dum suckers. Sometimes if you just need something sweet. I get the snack size candy bars. And instead of eating like a whole candy bar, I'll have a snack size one. I have snack size ice cream sandwiches in there. They're this big. And I had the drumsticks, which were also this big. Our fudge pops are only 90 calories a piece, and those are normal size. But like I'll go to the dollar store and I'll get the little snack, like if I want a Reese's, I get the 4-pack of the snack ones, and they're like this big. There's, the little snack ones. I'll have 1 or 2 of those as opposed to eating a full Reese. It sucks because I like sweets. But, when you're trying to work in calorie deficit, you have to figure out what you want and what you're willing to not have. Yesterday I had, we went out, I was going to go get breakfast. We went to Huddle House, and that's where we normally get breakfast. He got breakfast, But I decided to get chicken tenders for once. So I had chicken tenders and tater tots and a salad. And then when I left there, I decided I wanted a candy bar that I hadn't had in a while. So then I had a candy bar. But that was what I had yesterday for the whole day. So I did end up having a Jello cup before I went to bed. But they consider Jello a drink, apparently. Like when you're gonna have surgery, you're allowed to have like clear liquids and Jello. So I had my Jello. I have salsa, but the chips aren't very good for you. That's the problem. Salsa's fine, but then the chips, you're looking at 15 chips for 150 calories, which isn't horrible. But, a lot of people, when you start snacking on chips and dip of any kind, you lose track of how many chips you're eating. I have chips and dip, and then I have salsa and chips as well. I have both of them, and got to pay attention to how many chips you're eating. Hey, Lisa. I'm playing with my little charger here. I thought when I got this charger, it would be smarter to get the kind that does this, as opposed to a normal kind, as opposed to the normal charger that makes sense. One like this. Oh shit! Hold on. The ones like this, the standard one. I thought this would be smarter. Don't get these. By the time you plug it in and you're trying to hold your phone, if you're trying to play on your phone and have it charged at the same time, you're like doing this to hold your phone, and you have to like hold the cord as well. Yeah, don't do that. I have been on an hour. You're late. Good job. You're trying to say fudge bars. I get it. I know what you're trying to say. Yeah, we got fudge pops this time. We haven't had them in a while, and he's like, I think I want some fudge pops. I was buying him the 100 grand ice cream bars, and then he just decided he wanted fudge pops, so we got some fudge pops, and apparently they are pretty low in calories, and I did not know that until we got them. So yay us! It actually has it two as a serving size. It said 150 for 2 bars, and I'm thinking to myself, I can barely finish 1 bar. Like, barely finish 1 bar. How the hell can somebody eat 2? Good night, Tammy. Thanks for showing up. Pork rinds? No, thank you. I don't like Funyuns. I don't like Funyuns. I love onion rings, like for real legit onion rings, but I don't something about onions, I don't like them. They're just I think they just have too much flavor maybe. They're very, very flavorful. You love pork rinds and onion rings? Well, she's talking about Funyuns. Pork rinds and Funyuns. Pork rinds creep me out because of what they are. Just it seems creepy. Like, why? Who was sitting there chilling and was like, "Here, we're gonna make this food." Like, that just seems like a really weird food to suddenly make. Like, we're just gonna fry up pork and make it like crunchy. I don't know. Then again, I always question the same person who decided to eat eggs for the first time. I don't know what I don't understand anything of how we started eating a lot of our foods. I don't understand the first people who ate eggs. I don't understand the first people who ate oysters that looks like just snot in a shell. I don't understand the first person who drank milk. Like, they were just walking and they were like, they saw a cow and were just like, yeah, squirt that in my mouth. Like, I don't understand how we came to eat and drink some of the stuff that we eat and drink. Eating it now makes sense, but like the very first people, like, what were they thinking? Like, if I never stop it, like if I was just walking on a walk and I saw an egg My first thing would not be, oh, hey, let's crack it and eat it. Like, that would not be where my mind went. Or if I saw a cow, the first thing I would think is not, oh, I'm going to stick my face under their udder and drink. Like, I don't know. It just seems weird. Yeah, how did we figure it out? How did we figure that these things were edible and not edible? I mean, all plants are edible, some of them only once. You can eat all plants. After the first time, you might be dead, but you can eat them. I don't understand the oyster thing. I would never be able to eat an oyster. And I know that they're supposed to be romantic. People are like, oh, oysters they're such an aphrodisiac. On who, where, what? I am sorry, but a snot filled shell is not anything kinky to me. I've never been in the presence of an oyster. So I just know I watch a lot of cooking shows and they have oysters on them. I also don't understand clams. There's these like ones like little neck clams or whatever. I don't know if you've ever seen them, like when they're like the little neck ones, anyways. They look like a long tongue because they have like the neck on them. Why did we start eating those either? Like, no. Used to put them in her oysters and gumbo. Yeah, like, hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Like, you have to appreciate. Let me see if I can find a picture of these clams because they are disgusting. Hold on. Because, like, there's clams and then there's these clams because they're always using them on my cooking shows. And they are so nasty looking images. Let's see. Yeah, I know what they look like. I need it out of the shell. I see no, I want to see the meat out of the shell. They're just showing they're just showing them in the shell. The out of the shell is what's nasty. And of course, there's not one picture of them out of the shell. It's just the shells themselves. Really? What if I put meat? Little neck clam meat. Meat. See if that works. Yeah, shucked little neck clams. They like that's supposed to be like appetizing. That's like chicken livers and all that other stuff. They like stretch out. Like not only do they look like that, but they like stretch out. Oh, I know. Like, well, yeah, grasshoppers are good protein. Yeah, I wish I could find one of them stretched out because that's what do clams taste like. I okay. Okay, here we go. What's this? Here we go. Ew. Ew. Yeah. Crab claws and crab legs. Okay, that's not weird though. I don't understand the concept of how we came to eat them and like crack open their shell and realize there was meat in there. I don't understand how we came to that conclusion. But like that's not weird. A lot of people like crab and crab claw and all that. Like that's and crawfish, those are, something people eat a lot. I don't, but a lot of people do. Well, see, Audrey, you should have only ate one. If you're having problems with whatever, you should only have eaten one, not both. One candy bar a day, or one candy bar a day is enough. You don't need to eat two. That's kind of where your problems lie in. It's got to be hella rubbery. Like hella rubbery. Ugh. I can't do seafood like in general. I can't do crab or shrimp or lobster or oysters or fish. Like my version of seafood is very, 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 very battered fish or shrimp coated in cocktail sauce. Like that's the only way I'm eating it. And the only shrimp I can have is popcorn and coconut. I can't do like scampi. Oh my god, one time I tried to eat scampi, I almost hurled. It was so bad. The texture. The texture of shrimp is god fucking awful. I liken it to brain. It's got to be like what brain is like. Like if you like and you feel the ridges on the grilled shrimp. Oh my god, I just can't do it. Mm-mm. I am not. Mm-mm. I go to Red Lobster. I get the Parrot Bay coconut shrimp. I used to get their popcorn shrimp, but they changed it, and now their popcorn shrimp is gross. I don't know what they were thinking, but they changed manufacturers or whatever, and their popcorn shrimp is like cheap and nasty tasting. But I get their Parrot Bay shrimp, and the only reason I can eat those is because they're smushed. They took them and they like smashed them and flattened them, and then they bread them. That's the only reason I can eat them. Normal big jumbo shrimp, can't eat them. Can't eat anything that has a shrimp texture. Then I smother it in sauce. There's a whole lot of things I can't eat due to texture. Hot dogs, I can usually eat up to 1.5 hot dogs. It's a rare time that I can eat 2 hot dogs. Usually it starts getting me at the end of the first hot dog, and by the middle of the second one, I can't eat them no more. And I've had hot dogs from tons of different places. Even my favorite place, I love the hot dogs up there. I can only eat like 1.5 where I'm from. Just can't do it. I do eat Nathan's hot dogs if I do eat hot dogs, or Armor completely beef hot dogs, but they also have to be black. I'm just talking about hot dogs in general. We were actually talking about seafood in general, but I was talking about the foods I have a texture issue with. Nathan's are expensive, but yeah, those if I eat any, usually they're Nathan's, but then I still gotta basically blacken them anyway. We had gotten these Nathan's skinless ones last time that were actually pretty good. Steak, I eat well done. All my meat has to be well done. And by well done, I mean whatever well done is, wait another couple minutes. I went to Red Lobster once and I ordered a steak and I said, whatever you think well done is, give it another 2 minutes. The guy comes out, I'm shit you not. He looks at me, he goes, the chef didn't even want to let me bring this out. He's like, this is, I was like, no, I'll bet you it's perfect. I looked at it, I was like, tell him it's perfect. My meat has to be so, this is how bad it is. When my mom taught me how to make food, meat in general, um, chicken breasts apparently do not take an hour and 20 minutes to put in the oven. Who knew? All of my meat, like when I'm that great person to take to your Thanksgiving, because when people are always like, oh, the turkey's dry, good, give it to me. I love dry turkey. I love dry chicken. I love dry pork chops. I love dry steak. That's what I want. And when a chicken is done correctly, I usually can't eat it. because to me, it just doesn't. When it's like melt in your mouth, it shouldn't do that. I want to chew something. I want to chew something and feel like I'm eating something. I don't want it to melt in my mouth. Like my husband, he eats his steaks blue. Like literally, they're called black and blue, and they're under rare. And you basically put it on the hot surface, and you do this, and then you flip it, and then you serve it. You only hot the outside. The inside is still completely raw. That's how he eats them. I can't even watch him eat because it's so disgusting. Like I have to have my stuff well done. Yeah, when we go to steakhouses, it's a freaking joke. Whenever we go to get a steak, it's like I order mine. I order mine well done, well done. Don't bring me any pink. I'll send it back. And then he's like, I just want mine blue. So it takes forever for us to get steaks because mine has to stay on there so long. I am good, Marie. How are you? Talking about food aversions. There's even times I can't even eat chicken tenders correctly because if they're not dried out enough, again, they have that weird I think it's like slimy texture in my opinion. But there's been lots of times I can't even finish chicken tenders because of the texture of them. Trying to get more water in. Yeah, I don't know what kind. I think they were Dearborn ones that where I got them in my hometown. I think they're Dearborn something, and they're not thick. I can't do the thick jumbo hot dogs. Can't do jumbo hot dogs. I can't do any type of. I can't do jumbo or bun length, and God forbid it's jumbo and bun length. I need the non bun length, so I make sure there's enough bread. There has to be bread at the end of the hot dogs, and I cannot do thick jumbo hot dogs. Oh my god. Yeah, I know. I don't know how he does it. I don't know. I don't understand how people can eat meat. I don't understand. There's so many. Whenever I'm watching my cooking shows, it never fails. At least once a night, somebody makes tartare, and I'm talking fish tartare, steak tartare. How are you eating raw shrimp or raw fish? How are you eating raw hamburger? How are you eating raw steak? You can't eat raw pork or raw chicken for whatever reason, but you can eat raw hamburger. Yuck. Yuck. I don't understand how people can eat ceviche. I don't understand it in any way, shape, or form. I'm not a huge meat fan. I mean, I like chicken. I like chicken and hamburger. That's about it. I do go out and get a steak on occasion. I do like steaks, but like they got to be well done. I ate pork chops tonight, but I don't like pork loin. I don't like a lot of cuts of meat, which is really bad because when you're on a weight loss shot, you're supposed to have a ridiculous amount of protein, and most protein is considered, meat. That's where you get most of your protein. I mean, you can get it from like peanuts, but like who's gonna eat a shit ton of peanuts? But you get most of your protein from like meat, eggs, things like that, and I don't eat a lot of that, so I don't meet the protein I'm supposed to have. So then I'm supposed to have protein drinks, and I don't have those either. So I don't meet my water intake, and I don't meet my protein intake. I'm doing great. Which is why I'm not doing as good as I should be doing, but I'm still losing, so I'm still thankful. I'm not gaining, and I'm slowly going down, but hey, it's still going down, so that's all that matters. Ceviche is not delicious. There's no way it can be delicious. It's raw. I don't understand people who can eat sushi, ceviche, tartare, none of it. All right. See you later, Tia. Drive home safe. No, yuck. Nope. If it's raw, it is not coming near me. I need my things cooked. I cannot do raw anything. Back in the day, I used to eat cocktail shrimp raw in cocktail sauce. The little cocktail shrimps. We used to put them in cocktail sauce. I used to eat those raw back in the day when I was younger. I do remember that. I don't have it in 20 something years, probably 20, 25 years. I used to eat them when I was real young. They had to be the little tiny mini ones. Oh, I'm horrible with textures. Horrible with textures. I do not have very many foods I can eat because of that. I mean, honestly, I could stick to potatoes and pasta if that wasn't completely horrible and carb filled. I would, because potatoes and pasta aren't bad in texture. I could live on potatoes alone as long as they're cooked. When that weird half cooked state where they're still a little crunchy and they're still that I can't do that. But I've never, for the most part, met a potato I didn't like. Yeah, that's yeah, cooked in lime juice because it's like cooking with salt. Yeah. That doesn't work. I'm talking about a heat source. I need a heat source. I need it to cook off all the bad stuff. All the bad creepy crawlies and all the bad juju and all the bad things it's touched. I need fire to make it better. Kill it with fire. That's what I need. I can't do chowders. I couldn't. I'm not a soup fan though. I like chicken noodle soup. That's it. I don't think there's another soup I like. Literally like chicken noodle soup. That's it. I like my mom's vegetable soup, but that was a weird little soup that she made. I did eat that. I liked that, but other than chicken noodle soup, I'm not a soup fan. Nope, don't like broccoli and cheese. White chicken chili, depending on how you look at it. I mean, technically a chili, so it's not really a soup. But nope, just literally chicken noodle soup. I will not. Soup is what's left over in the dishwasher after a good meal. Like, I do not understand people that can eat soup all the time. Soup is a strange concept to me. Yes, it needs a heat source. Lime is not going to cut it. I get the acids cook it, but that's not going to kick it for me. Yeah, we don't have a Waggles. By his mom, they used to down in Tennessee, but we don't have a Waggles. We don't have a lot of that kind of stuff. We don't have. What was the other one? I can't remember the name of it now. Damn it. I don't remember. I always feel bad for my YouTube because when people get commercials, they get behind and then they're still talking about stuff that I was talking about like 5 minutes earlier, and then I get confused. I'm like, oh, they're just not caught up yet. I get confused. Time is it? 10:43. see a long night of TV in my future. Which ends up usually me scrolling on the internet much longer than I should. Sometimes I'll watch and then hit pause and scroll and then go back to my show and then pause it and scroll. And my attention span is not the best, unfortunately. And I am not medicated for my ADHD. I was, but I'm not anymore. Here's the bottle of my medication. I didn't finish it all. And now it's old. Let's see when it, yeah. Now it's expired. Almost a full bottle, too. That is so sad. That's such a waste of money. Hey, Miss H, how are you? There's some gas station that's got a really weird name, and I cannot think of it for the life of me right now. I cannot think of it for the life of me. It's got like the weirdest name. It sounds like a sound, whatever. It's like wee woo or something. I cannot think for the life of me what the hell it is, but there's some damn gas station type store down here, and I cannot think of the life of me what the hell it is called. Wawa, thank you. That's it. That is it. Yes, Wawa. I know it was something wee woo or that's close. That's close. I didn't hit it, but I was close. Yeah, Wawa. What? Why would you? You're getting ready to name a business, and you're like, I'm gonna name a Wawa. Like, what were you thinking? Chicken. 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 I know you're deaf and can't hear me. You're gonna walk through the dog. Yeah, I'm gonna go get a drink. Okay. It's like a dog like bomb field right here. There's like you had to walk through 3 dogs for her to get out of there to get a drink, and she's just like walking through all the paws to get a drink. Now she's gonna come back and she's gonna get lost at the water bowl. I don't know. Sometimes she gets lost at the water bowl and I have to go fetch her. It's dark. Having a senior dog is not for the weak. You always, man, I'm telling you, when she's coming up the stairs, when I take her outside, when she's coming up the stairs, with some of the dogs, I feel like they're gonna knock her down like a freaking bowling ball. I'm so protective of her when she's outside. You coming back? Here she comes. Here she comes. There you go. Good girl. Come here. Come here. Hey. Come here. Come here. Come here. Oh. You're getting very chunky. You're getting chunky. I don't know if I'm just getting extremely weak, which is a very high likability, or if she's put on a couple pounds, because she is getting pretty heavy to lift up. Aren't you? Chunky. Snort. I know she's so squishy. She's squishy. She's so squishy. Look at these rolls for days. Yeah, I got so many rolls. Oh, buttermilk biscuit. That's butter. Butter's a buttermilk biscuit. You're just a big old roll. Look over there. Thank you. Why are you licking me? Oh, your breath stinks. Oh, your breath smells horrible. What did you get into? You smell like ass. Hey. Hey. You smell like ass. Did you hear how she talks to me? Do you hear it? I don't know. Her breath smells like ass. All right, here, get down. And put your feet down. There you go. Whenever I put her down, her little legs start going like this, and sometimes she's falling backwards. It's like, Jesus Christ, put your feet down, plant them down, and then I can set the rest of you down. All right. I have been live for an hour and 35 minutes. I do talk to the queen like that. She's a chunky girl. And her breast stinks. I don't know what she got into, but thanks, Vero. She's chunky. But I'm going to get off here. So thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. I'll see y'all later.